This is about unit conversions, and on your formula sheet you're going to have all these conversions. So there are two different conversions that we're going to talk about. The English British units of length that we use in America, and metric that they use pretty much everywhere else in the world. So here we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to use unit fractions. So convert 2 miles is how many feet? So we realize that there's 5,280 feet in a mile. So what I need to do is get the miles to cancel out. So on the top or the bottom, that's the beauty of units. They work like numbers. So cool. The miles will cancel and I'll just be in feet. And then I use my handy dandy calculator to just multiply that out, which I can probably do in my head. 10,560 feet in 2 miles. Note that the unit mile will cancel out, just like I said. So there's my result. So if you're looking at other problems, it may require multiple fraction chains to do this. So now we're going to convert in the following units. 3 feet to inches. So we have 3 feet, and we want the feet to cancel out. So feet are going to be on the bottom, inches are on the top, and there's 12 inches in 1 foot. So the feet will cancel. 3 times 12 is 36 inches. Divide by 1, because there's no more feet units, we get 36. So there's 36 inches in 3 feet. Next, 18 yards to feet. Well, we write our little 18. We want our yards to cancel there and put the feet on top because we want it to have feet in the end. So there's 3 feet in 1 yard. The yards will cancel, and then I multiply my numbers together and I get 54 feet in 18 yards. Now let's convert the yards to miles. The only conversion that we have for miles listed is that there's 5,280 feet in 1 mile. So I'm going to do a double conversion on this. First, I am going to convert yards to feet and then feet into miles. So there's 3 feet in 1 yard. This one's a really good one. 3,520 yards. Let's convert them to feet. We want the yards to cancel. There's 3 feet in 1 yard. Good, so the yards will cancel. Then we're in feet. So the feet are on the bottom, mile on the top. 5,280 feet in 1 mile. Cool? So the feet cancel. So now what do? Well, we're going to multiply 3,520 times 3 times 1. And when we do that, we get 10,560. And on the bottom, we have 5,280. 5,280. So we're going to divide it by 5,280. And we get 2. 2 what? 2 miles. Cool. So we did a double fraction chain for this. We're going to do a few more just to make sure we've got it. So 13 yards to feet. So 13 yards. This one only needs 1 fraction chain. There's 3 feet in 1 yard, so these will cancel. 13 times 3 is 39 feet. So I fill in this guy. Cool? Next, let's convert a mile to inches. So again, we need 2 fraction chains. 1 mile. the mile needs to go. And we're going to do feet because we know there's 5,280 feet in 1 mile. My miles will go. Now we're in feet, but I don't want to be in feet. I want to be in inches. So feet goes on the bottom, inches on the top. So there are 12 inches in 1 foot. So the feet will cancel. Lucky us, our denominator is 1 here. So we're going to just multiply all of our numerators together. And we get 63,360, 63,360 inches. Now let's take a look at metric units. Well, a kilometer is 100 meters, and a meter is a little bit bigger than a yard. And a yard is the distance from like the tip of your nose to the tip of your middle finger when you hold your arm straight out from your body. So, and then hectometers, decameters, meters, decimeters is 1/10 of a meter, centimeter is 100th of a meter, and millimeter is 1,000th of a meter. Now, I realize I'm having you convert when hectometers and decameters and decimeters aren't usually used. The ones that are usually used are kilometer, centimeter, and millimeter and meter. But just bear with me on those. The beauty of it is if we have this table right here, we can convert between metric units of length. So let's take a look at this. Now you might be saying to yourself, well, I don't see any table on this. I'm going to quickly write it out. And this is how I remember the table. King Henry's dad's makes donuts, coffee, and milkshakes. So this is kilometer, hectometer, decameter, regular meter, decimeter, centimeter, and millimeter. Good. So we have it right here. So 62.4 hectometers, I'm right here, and I want to go to meters. 1, 2. That means I have to move my decimal point 2 places to the right or multiply it by 100 because a hectometer is 100 times bigger than a meter. So 62.4, move her over 2, write the number 6240 meters. Ta-da! It's a little small for me to write it in there, but that's where it's going to go. Okay, 2.98 meters going to centimeters. So now we are at meters and we're going to centimeters. Boom, boom. Move the decimal to the right 2 places. 2.98 now becomes 298 centimeters, which makes sense because a meter is 100 times bigger than a centimeter. So there's going to be lots more centimeters in 2.98 meters than meters. Now, where are we at? Well, we are at centimeters, and we want to go to kilometers. So here we go. We're starting here, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're moving it to the left, to the left. So here we go. It's kind of like the scientific notation thing where you're moving stuff. So I have to move it 5 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 22 kilometers. Nice and easy. Actually easier than converting between English units. Next, where are we at? We're at meters, and we want to go to hectometers. So here we go. We're starting at meters, and we want to go to hectometers, so we're moving it 2 places to the left. 1, 2. So it's 0.0311 hectometers. Perfect. Now you can do the assignment associated with this lesson. Stay strong, take care, and do the math.